Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Nerdy Collective. Important day today, so I hope everybody's watching. Everybody that's doing the Auction Curing for Cancer, hope you're paying attention to that. But those links down below, and if you want to donate, the descriptions are down below. Go check them out, please. So it's another Nerdy Collective today and community hangout. So now that I got you, bam, we're not working. And without further ado, my co-host, huh?
What up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, my man?
I'm good.
Good. I'm feeling a lot better today.
Good. I'm glad. You sound better.
I was out all last week. It was ridiculous. Got some stuff done, though.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, everybody watching the show today, anybody wants to pop on, please. I sent a bunch of links out, and I'll post another one here in a minute. I'll put it in the chat. Give me a second here. So yeah, it's a busy day today. John Comics with Kids and Cliff with Comics of Bueller this morning, and that was excellent. Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't mean it to catch those, but you know the comics curing cancer thing's going on this whole weekend, so
oh yeah,
it's sure it's gonna be pretty wild and crazy.
Even if you don't win a prize, donate anyway, please. Still donate. And and as always, I also got Jen's links down below in our GoFundMe. Please.
It's for a good cause. Definitely do that.
All fighting for everybody. I've had a lot of family members dying from cancer, so dad and my mother. So yeah, probably runs in my family. Better get checked out, huh? No,
I think everybody's got a little of that somewhere, unfortunately.
Exactly. So how has your week been?
Oh, busy. I've got another year older, you know.
That's right.
You got one coming soon.
Yeah. Happy birthday, by the way. Belated.
Thanks,
sorry.
Man.
How old are you now?
11. About to turn 12 again. As far as my collecting goes, you know. Yeah, we're going backwards. Yeah. I feel like Jonathan Winters on Mork and Mindy. I'm just going, backwards now. So
exactly. Couple of big shout outs there. So
Nano.
What's that?
I said Nano.
God, I remember that. He was a great comedian too, man. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Gone far too soon.
Carlin for me. He's right up there with George Carlin. He's right up there.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
George Carlin was phenomenal. He was ahead of his time. All of his comedy skits,
way ahead.
All the stuff if you go watch some George Carlin skits, all of them. I don't care which one it is. It's lived up to the present day as we speak.
Oh, true.
So please go watch him too. He's great. Classic.
And it's funny too, because even a lot of the times he got invited to do I saw him on a couple of different talk shows.
Yes.
And of course they get into politics, and that was really poignant stuff. That was pretty excellent. You were like, wow.
Nails it every time.
Like all these like consultants and all these guys who are like, upper echelon, like think they're somebody, and he just literally like lays down the facts and the law, and they were just like speechless.
Hold on. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Right away. Here we go. Bam boom.
Hey.
No man. How are you, brother? Thank you for being here.
How late were you up last night?
I was there till 1 o'clock.
Ooh.
1 a.m. Then I had to leave, and then I woke up in the middle of the night. I forgot I bought something. I had to buy something from Lok.
Oh yeah, what'd you get?
So yeah.
From who, Naman?
Lok Win. He's a artist I met from Canada. He's he's pretty awesome artist. So
Yeah, he's really talented. I
Awesome.
saw some of his stuff last night on the stream.
Huh?
I saw some of his stuff last night on the stream. He's really talented.
Yeah, he's really talented dude. So.
Did you do a stream last night, Naman?
Huh?
Did
I
you
didn't
do a
stream it. I went to CJ's channel.
Oh, CJ. CJ was doing a stream last night. I'll have to catch that.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I got to post the link. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second.
So what's up? What's up? What's been going on?
I just was really ill last week. Oh, I couldn't even do a show last Saturday. I was so bad. I was laid up for like a week. It's ridiculous.
You give me a link the other day and I came up and nobody was here. So.
What's that?
You gave me a link before I came up and no one was here.
Maybe because I was running a little late. I was running like almost 5-10 minutes late. I apologize.
Oh, was it? Are you? Okay.
Sorry.
No problem.
I'm here now.
Uh-huh.
Things happen, man.
I can't stay long. I just wanted to
That's
come
okay.
and say hi.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you. So what have you been doing? You sound much better. Looks like you're getting energized again.
Yeah. My
How's the hands?
my hand's still weak, but
Yeah.
know, he's getting a little bit better each day.
Good. I love the show you did with Digger Jim. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Did you do any drawing last night?
No, I didn't get to draw anything. I was really. Everybody was drawing, and I was like, I feel useless here, you know.
No, man. I mean, it's always good to support, a cool cause, and
Yes.
Yeah.
good to see everybody on the thing last night. Like I said, I popped in for a little bit. And I know Katie was moderating, so K-pop.
I got. Let me show you this.
Sure. Ooh.
That's a Lipway. He drew me a Bruce Lee.
Very
that's
cool.
nice.
I like that.
Yeah. So pretty cool.
Very, very cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. Then I wanted to work on this, but because I'm no, you know what this is?
What?
Guess.
It's a blank cover.
It's a blank cover. What size is it?
Oh my gosh.
11 by no, it's bigger than that.
Okay, let's see. This is Roscoe's comic book cover.
Ooh.
Yeah, Roscoe does some cool stuff, man.
I know. I'm waiting for Roscoe for my stuff too.
Yeah.
I commissioned him as well.
Yeah,
So what is it, like 11 by 17?
11 by 17? Is that what it is?
It's a treasure edition size.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to see from this end.
Huh?
It's hard to see the size from this end. It looks smaller. Oh, it is a treasury. Now I
wow.
can see it. What is this?
I've never seen a blank treasury.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Yes.
that's really cool.
I like that. Very cool, Naman.
Never seen a treasury size of that one ever. That's cool.
So that's the cover right there. Yep, there's the cover. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, and then they reprinted the whole story.
Right? Look at that. Bigger than life. That's one thing that's always been cool about the treasury editions.
Yeah.
The paper quality is way better.
Yeah.
But
paper quality
is
insane.
My plan was I was gonna about this because I wanted to draw this Muhammad Ali and Superman on this cover, just like this.
Right.
But you see all these people on down here?
Yes.
Right.
I was gonna make all the YouTube characters.
That's awesome.
That'll be cool.
That'll be really
all
cool.
These characters, and I was gonna make a little table with the YouTube characters.
Nice.
That's cool.
That's cool, Naman.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fill this. Yeah. So tell me where you want your character to be at.
Oh, right in front. Right in front.
Right in front.
Bald-headed guy. Right there where your fingers are. I want to be seen. I don't want to be in the crowd.
So I don't know who I'm gonna put in the front.
That's
but,
really cool.
You could put me like way back, way behind Muhammad Ali in the back row. That'll be perfect for me.
That's awesome, Naman. I like that. That's really a good idea.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought about doing that. Then but I owe you cover, right?
Right?
Our
You get to it when you get to it. You get to it when you get to it.
Our Simple Simon, I owe him a cover.
Yep.
And then where's the other one?
No rush, Naman.
I forgot. There's
I
one
want
more
your
person.
best. I want you.
One
to
more
be
person
feeling
that
it.
I owe because
You're gonna laugh, Naman.
I didn't want to. I was gonna say, hey, I owe you this, and
wow.
I was gonna put it on auction, but
man,
I don't want to commit that kind of.
No, man, it's all good.
Yeah. So.
I was gonna say, Naman, I got a little side thing. So Monty has a drawing going on, contest drawing thing, right? And I think next Saturday everybody's gonna get their entries in for his auction, or his giveaway. He's giving away. Anyway, I entered the art piece contest part of it. I haven't showed you any of my art. It was terrible. I feel like I'm gonna be embarrassed when he opens it. But I did it on a blank cover of a comic book, one of his favorites, and I did a face and then I did a back. So I did the whole back and face of the cover. But I was just like, nah. Artists are their worst critic.
Oh yeah. Every time.
I didn't know you draw.
I dabble. I mean, I was using watercolor.
That's all of us, man. We just dabble.
What's that?
We just dabble, man.
Yeah. I was doing ink, watercolor, and ink pen when I did it. First did it in pencil, and then I tried to do it. I was having a hell of a time. The faces were just driving me crazy.
Anyway, you think people will want that if I
absolutely,
that definitely,
absolutely. Come on, Mont. Come on, absolutely, Naman. That's cool. I like
that.
That
is really cool.
Excuse me, Kyle. Thank you for being here, buddy. I know there's a lot of streams going on and doing it for the good cause.
Right now, there's a lot of C3 going on, guys. So.
Doing the curing of the client.
But I'm actually I can join them right now. I have to work, so
yeah, all the curing cancer streams.
I have I wake up at 8 and go to sleep at 11 or 12. That's it. I realized I was just doing too much in my previous life.
Your body tells you. That's definitely true.
I was just doing too much.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I wonder how late they ended going on last night.
Buddy, what is up? So nice to be
here. What up,
PTT? Love it. But yeah, I get it. Totally get it. So I gotta open this. This is from an auction win. This is from Sands Cookie Shop. So big shout out to Sands there. I think I know what this is. I think, if I remember right, I was pretty out of it when I seen his. I just caught his. He had an auction, I think, last week.
Wow, it's over 7 hours. Wow.
What's that?
Is that how long they went last night?
Who's we? Is that a CJ's channel or what?
Yeah, I think on CJ's channel. Yeah. How long do they go?
Wow. 7 hours, he said.
That's crazy. Oh, I didn't realize you're on there, Kyle.
On CJ's. Yeah. Wow. All right. Here we go. Oh, I got to put these in Mylars. These are kind of neat. Oh, pretty. 373 out of 1,500, I guess. Oh, I like that. That's nice. So everybody knows the boys, right? What's that?
David says, howdy, y'all.
David, what's up? Thank you for
Reese,
being
what
here.
up, buddy?
Oh,
Appreciate it.
were you successful, promiscuous? You know, it's easy to convince CJ to stay up even further. You know that, right? That's not something, you know.
All right, Deuce. Who was? Here we go. Artist by Shabina, 107 out of 333. From The Boys. What was her name? There we go. This is cool.
Starlight?
Starlight.
Make
Yeah.
you big. Make you big.
Come on.
I just saw the blonde hair and I was like, Starlight?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that was the outfit that she hated in the show.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty cover. And that's cool. It's came with a
Double
cover.
leg.
That is cool.
That's neat. And the other one, yeah, I'm gonna put these in Mylars. I like that.
Wow.
He threw this in.
Yeah, Ahsoka, that's cool.
That's neat. And that was currently 373 out of 1,500. That's cool.
Nice.
Those are gonna go on Mylars. Stupid camera.
Autofocus. Wow.
There,
beautiful.
Joe.
Thank you, fans. I appreciate it.
All right. I gotta go.
Okay,
I appreciate
buddy.
the invite. I
Absolutely.
appreciate the invite.
Anytime, buddy. You got anything going on? You want to tell anybody, bud?
No, I think. Oh, I do have I got something from. Oops. I got something from. Oh, by the way, you know this thing right here.
What?
Email sent it to me, but
Did he really?
Lipboy sent it to me, but Lipboy sent the package to Raymond. E-Man.
Yep. E-Man. I know E-Man.
He sent me a couple comic book.
The guy with beautiful hair.
Open box video, AOK video. So
very cool.
That'll go up here soon.
Okay.
Right on.
All right. Thanks for invite, guys.
Absolutely.
Good to see you, man.
Hope to see you again.
Have fun, guys.
Take care, buddy.
See you guys in the chat.
Take it easy, buddy.
Bye, man. Bye, buddy.
Right.
I love Naman.
Yeah, dude.
Naman is such a good dude.
He is a good dude. I was thinking he was going to be drawn last night, but I had to bow out. I was pretty beat. So
that was on CJ's show last night.
Yeah, it was on CJ's channel. Like I said, I popped in for a bit, and then I was done. I had to go to bed. I get distracted too, you know. I'll start doing something, and then I'm like, all right, what am I doing? And then, you know.
Of course. No, I get
but
it.
it's less like watching it, just kind of listening to it ish, you know. But they're showing a bunch of art and stuff, and it's like, well, that's kind of silly if I'm not actually watching it. You know.
Put her was right there. There we go.
Oh, I see the puppy face.
Oh, dude, she is just a love bug, that little one.
Oh yeah. Well, how you raising, buddy?
Oh yeah. Is that too loud? Get some background music for a little bit. All right.
Love bucket.
On another one, David. Yo. Always good, David. No, yes, David. Thank you. Theory is in the house. Love it, my man.
Theory.
I posted links on the top of the chat. If you want to join, you can join us today, if you wish. And what else was there? There was. Oh yeah, posted that too. So make sure you go check out Monty's. Give him some support. Give him some love.
How close is he? Do you know?
I have to look. I haven't looked recently, but we're trying to get him past 1,000 subscribers. So go sub him up. I had to get some Mylars for him. I just got 1,000 more of them in the other day. These things are killing me, Deuce.
Yeah. I only have a handful, really.
Oh.
And most of the time, it's because I buy something that's a little more pricey, and they happen to come in one.
Well, I've converted almost the entire collection now.
Dude, that would cost me so much money. That'd be ridiculous.
Well, you know, Now I don't have to worry about it. It's done.
No, that's true. That's true.
I got like what, maybe 10 more boxes to do that have to be converted to Mylars. Hey, Carlito, there is a link in there. If you want to join us, you can join us. You know, you don't have to be scared. I think Carlito is scared of me. Never
Is
shows
that
up.
why?
I don't know.
Never
He
shows
never
up?
shows up in the show. I send him invites, all that good stuff, but he never comes on the show. I guess I don't count. Dusty, what is up, my man? Yo,
Dusty.
love you, my dude. Hope you're
Good to
doing
see you,
well,
bud.
my man. Get better. I got a link in the description. Also, I sent you a link. I think I sent you private links to on Instagram, you guys. Come on, Carlito. Join us. Join us.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
You too, Dusty. All right, I'm going to throw these in a Mylar because I hate these cheap boards. Oh, it drives me insane. See how much better this looks. Definitely like the
They
Mandalorian.
do. They really do make things look a lot better.
Well, see, the other benefit too, though, Deuce, is you never have to change the bag again.
Right.
That's the best part.
So it's a just a long-term investment. I'm still not.
Oh,
I'm just not there, man. I would get to the point where certain particular things would go in Mylars. Absolutely.
yeah, of course.
Like some of the crazy stuff that I have, deep there, buried in the depth of the collection.
Look at Carlito's smart-ass comment in the chat.
What did he say? I didn't see it.
I ain't scared of nobody, just always. I love you, buddy. You know,
He's just busting your balls over here.
yeah.
Forget about it.
All the time. Forget about it. Oh, you know it's been good news if you haven't seen the Penguin.
Yeah, I don't have Max anymore, so
Dude, it is so interesting the way they did it. It's
Sure.
very dark. It's very dark.
well, it better be. It's the Penguin.
Yeah, it's so, and I can't believe who the actor is playing underneath that.
Oh, it's
he's Irish.
it's Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell is playing that. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I saw an interview he did, and he said he was talking about how much time it takes to get in and out of the makeup and all the prosthetics and stuff.
Right.
And they were asking him like, well, how hard is it to have to go to the bathroom? He goes, well, there's this flap here and that flap here and this flap there, and I got to move all this around. He goes, and that's just to pee. I was like, that's funny.
Awesome, awesome, Al. That'd be awesome.
We love to see Al.
Absolutely. Yes, Theory. There's invite. Come on the show, dude. Come on live with us. We'd love to have you. I've been waiting forever. I've known Theory for many years. He's a really good dude. We're always shooting jokes.
I only
back
know
and
him by
forth.
proxy, but
Oh, he's awesome. Awesome guy. You're working. Yeah, you're working and you're watching the show, or you're listening. I get you, buddy.
Agatha's trash, huh?
You don't like that, really?
I haven't seen it, but again, I don't have Disney Plus either. I think that's true.
I'll be honest, Deuce. First episode, not so much. The rest, it's okay. Sorry, I know everybody's shitting all over this show, and I don't know why, but I kind of know why. Of course, Disney is not very good at interpreting things, right? And here's the understanding needed to know about this particular show. I got the Queen watching it. She said the same thing about the first episode, but when she started going through it, she's starting to like it now.
Right.
We all have to remember one thing, and this is something you and I know as collectors, Deuce.
Right.
And that is, okay, exactly. No, I understand that. I totally understand that. Think about it this way, Theory. Just give it a moment. Think about it this way. And this is what Disney's trying to do. Now, if you think about the comic books, for example, who Agatha was, okay? Actually, what was the first appearance? I'm trying to remember. I've got it somewhere.
She was a super old lady, but she was basically a caretaker for Franklin Richards.
Yeah.
But nobody knew who she was for a long, long time.
And she also had a lot of tie-ins with Doctor Doom as well.
And she did, and with Scarlet Witch as well. But it's funny because he would pop up in like the most weird circumstances, and people didn't really know what her backstory was.
Right, and that's the thing. That's the key right there. I know a lot of people are hating it, but for what it is, for the people who do not know who she is as a character, they're telling their own story. Of course, it's Disney. They're telling a different story, not exactly what we're expecting to come out of the comic books. How do you expect that? You can't.
Well, I feel like they're trying to do something that's approachable to people who have no concept of who she is.
Exactly, Deuce. That's my point. If you think of it that way, Theory, then you can give it a little bit of a positive instead of such a negative throw. I'm actually loving it. Kenneth, what is up? But yeah, definitely give it a chance. Just give it a chance. And I hope they do it some justice. Excuse me. But so far, I'm seeing, yo, Rod, what is up, my buddy?
What up, Rod?
Yeah, that's so true, Deuce. Exactly what you just said.
Well, and I feel like they've done that with a lot of things. Like whenever I watch anything Marvel, I mean, I don't take any of it for, us being comic collectors and knowing a lot of the backstories of the characters and all the stuff. Like they're introducing all these stuff to people who have no concept, to the masses. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So they're trying to dilute it and water it down to some degree to make it palatable to people who have no clue as to what any of this really is. So, I mean, if it gets people, interested in comics and gets people reading them more, then so be it. I think that's great. But once they figure out that what the spin is that they've done with it is not the same, then, maybe they'll learn to appreciate the actual backstories and real stories, that either Marvel and or DC or any other really independent, there've been a bunch of independent things that have been done too.
Very true.
But, they always have to, kind of condense it, especially into a movie form, So like in a show, you get a little more liberty and you can actually, you can get a little more info and a little more backstory out of a show because you've got, a certain amount of, time. But to try to put, even like the Avengers movies, that are like 3 hours long, it's not long enough to really tell you much about any of the Avengers, really.
No. And I've had, as an example of what we're saying, it's like my grandsons, and the newer generation of kids that are growing up, they've asked me about certain characters watching those Avenger movies, and who's this? Who's this? And I go and tell them, and that's our responsibility as old guys, old grandparents and whatever, to teach them and show them, this is the interesting story. This is what you don't know. This is something you can introduce to them. And that's how you start a whole new generation of people,
Right.
But yeah.
But like I said, as long as you're getting more people hopefully interested in comics and the stories, because I mean, I feel like, with some of the Marvel stuff, they definitely have, kind of put a stamp on it, and hopefully some people are going out. Like, for example, Benedict Cumberbatch, who played Doctor Strange, didn't really know much about the character until he got the role. Then he went out and started buying the Doctor Strange comics.
Yeah.
And he literally started buying every single book he could find and now collects comics, which is pretty cool if you think about it. Thank
you, Rod. I appreciate that. It would be nice to get to 1,000, just to get past at least, in a minute. It's all good. Oh, look at this. Look at this, dude. Now we got HT.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
There we go. That was nice. Big shout out to Cookie, or big shout out to Cookie Sands Auctions. Thank you so much for that. Very cool. Grandson's gonna love that. I'm loving this one. Queen's gonna like this.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot.
Well, it doesn't matter. We like your character in the show. Very cool. Thank you, Sands. I appreciate it. Big shout out to you. Excuse me. Yeah, I've been working on while I was down sick, I worked on a 250-gallon fish tank for our snapping turtle. So he'll probably get a good maybe 8 years out of that tank before he's.
You got to do a video on that on the tank and the turtle and the whole thing, like the whole habitat. You got to do the video
Yeah, I
on that.
thought about that. Yeah, dude, you know how much money it's cost just to get the turtle at
Oh,
an
it's not
adequate
cheap.
size? It's not cheap.
No.
I've had to do that thing in pieces. I had a lot of equipment from the past because I used to raise fish prior. So I had a lot of equipment, so that saved me a lot of money. But
Right.
the new lights, the new technologies that are out now are really nice. And
Oh,
they're
yeah.
reasonable. They don't kill your pocketbook.
Right.
I mean, I hated replacing those. I used to have I'd have like 4 of those old bulbs, the high fluorescent 95 Kelvin, high bright bright bulbs, and then the nightlight bulbs would come out on the tanks. They were ridiculous.
Yep.
Now those prices have come down because they've made them into LEDs, and
Yep.
you're not using a lot of power, which is
Right.
cool. And I'm loving the LEDs. I bought one strip. It's got like 2 light modes, daylight and nighttime. And it's on a timer, so it goes on perfectly.
Right.
And yeah. Talking about that. Yes, theory. Just do your research on the saltwater. That can be expensive, but just do your research. You can actually make mini small ones now, and they're easy upkeep. You just got to just educate yourself before you start one. That's all you need to do. I've always wanted a saltwater tank, but I want a big. If I'm gonna go, G-Man doesn't go small. I always go large.
Right. Go big or go home, buddy.
It's ridiculous. Because you don't want to start. I hate starting something and then it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It's like a TV.
Right.
From 30-inch to 75 inches, and you're like, you're never going to go back.
Right.
I know it sounds weird. Yeah, they're beautiful. My dream tank theory. This is cool. I like what he's saying here. He's getting it. Absolutely. Start with a small one and work your way from there. Exactly. Like if I started a small fish or a saltwater tank, it would be a large acrylic, at least 200 gallons. Because the one animal that I would try so hard to get in my tank, you know what that is, Deuce?
Moray eel?
No, it would be two different ones. One is a fish, one's another organism.
Well, I'd get it. I know you'd get an octopus.
Exactly. Octopus, hands down.
I know you'd get one of those.
Then the second would be a lionfish. They're easy to raise.
Really?
I
was going to guess lionfish. They're really cool too. Every time I look at those, though, I think scorpion. I don't know why, but I know they're lionfish.
Oh yeah, they're as long as you don't, get stuck by their thorns.
Right.
They're very hardy. They're a very hardy saltwater fish, the lionfish is. So that's what I kind of look at. Octopus can be a little bit more challenging, especially when you're talking about escape proof.
Yeah, good luck. They are so smart.
Yeah.
One of my buddies,
put, latch locks top of the tank, and have to have some closed off with latch locks from the outside, so I can't grab them because they're so intelligent.
They are so smart. I actually had a buddy of mine in California who did research with octopus, and he used to do a bunch of testing, and it was amazing all the stuff that they were capable of.
Right.
Like, right, the Witcher show, yeah.
Sorry, don't you switch it? I can.
No, it's cool. I like it. But anyway, so hanging corals, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different kind of tanks too. But anyway, my buddy out in California, he used to study octopus, and they are crazy, the things that they are capable of, and the intelligence.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was telling me a story about another researcher he knew. I think that he was telling me that story about how they had a bunch of fish like in different tanks around the lab or whatever.
Right.
And they'd come back in the morning and like the tanks were empty and they couldn't figure out where the hell the fish were going. This octopus was letting himself out of his enclosure, getting into the tanks, eating the fish, and then going back and putting himself back in the enclosure and shutting it back down again.
Can you believe that? Yeah,
they are just that freaking smart. You know?
Smart. Exactly. That's one thing I love about them, and they're so alien, dude. Think about it. I mean, think
And
about
one,
like
the camouflage capabilities alone are insane.
250 colors in just a matter of minutes. You know, they can change
Seconds sometimes. They can do it in seconds.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
That would be cool too. Cool thing about stingrays that I do know about, Theory, by the way, you can start them off when they're young. They're actually fresh water. They actually start out in fresh water. So when they're young and small, yeah, as long as it doesn't jump out of your tank, you just have to have some kind of a top on your tank. Otherwise, there's supposed to be another one that's actually easier to work with, and then you can just convert it over. So you can actually start them off with the fresh water, because some of them live in the Amazon.
Huh.
That was cool too. I was telling the Queen, so we've set up this tank, and so Lucian, the snapping turtle, that's his name.
Yeah.
He's now he's a year and a half old. So now he was about the size of a quarter when I first had him. Now he's like this.
Wow.
Like this big. He's chunky. The Queen can't stop feeding him shrimp.
That's why he's chunky.
Open the thing, and he runs to the top of his landing platform.
Right.
Takes out his tweets, takes out those shrimp stink. It smells up the whole house.
Right.
Pulls him out and pulls up there. Man, he is just numb. But I wanted to put something else in the aquarium to, keep him active. So I bought like 200 of small baby fry shrimp, fish.
Right.
Those in there. And then I wanted to get something like that sticks out, especially like at nighttime, neons. So I got a bunch of neon. I can't believe what fish cost now on Deuce. Holy crap.
I don't doubt it.
And little tiny neons.
Right.
Free for like $10.
Wow.
I'm like, really?
I remember going to like the pet store. You could like as many as you could scoop in one scoop for like $2.
Exactly. Exactly. Remember Woolworths? Yeah. The Woolworths used to have a fish department, just like Walmart used to have one.
Yep.
Remember that?
I do. Kmart had one too.
Yep. They always had them on sale all the time. And the other freshwater fish I would love to have, but I need a big tank for that as well. And that would be, I would love to have 2 arowanas. That's it.
Okay.
That'd be the only in that tank. We actually, when we were at me and the Queen were at the pet store last night, and they actually had a silver arowana in there, and he was about 3 inches long. Right. Beautiful fish. And I call them the dragonfish of the fish kingdom, because they are really represent a dragon. They look like an eel. They're very flat, but they're very interesting species. Down in the Amazon and some places in Indonesia, they get enormous.
Right.
They look historic. And the cool thing about them too is when they breed, the male, when the female drops her eggs, the male scoops them up in his mouth, will scoop them all up and hold them the entire time, even when the babies are born, until they hatch.
Right.
He'll actually birth them out of his mouth. He'll have tons of little fry come up his mouth, and he'll scoop them back up. A couple maybe get swallowed, but that's how he protects his babies.
Right.
The male does all the work. It's really cool. But yeah, it's fun.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It can be. Just, it keeps you busy. It keeps you busy. I'm always doing stuff. Winter time comes, and it's nice to be. It gets cold up here, so it's like you don't want to be outside. It's nice to look at. Oh, and it's really funny, dude. It's like little girl with dog. She's hilarious. Just sit on the rocking chair and just look at the fish. Just memorized by the fish. The fish back and forth. She's crying like, "What is this?"
That's funny. Yeah, I miss having fish, but for the longest time I had cats. Cats and fish don't work really mixed really very well.
True.
And I always had male cats, and that's even less beneficial for the fish. They're always a little more aggressive, like, okay, come here, scooping you out. Dinner.
Yep. Where was it here? I thought I added that, and I must have not added that. I'm looking for it. I can't find it. Where are we here? It's not
I had one cat that was so ridiculous with water. He loved water. I swear to God, he thought he was a Labrador Retriever.
Really?
Oh yeah, I had a slow drain in my shower, and like, you know, when you rinse off and all the soap's gone, he would literally jump in the bathtub and go lay in the water on the slow drain. I had one of my showers, one of these apartments I lived in.
Right.
I was like, "What are you doing, cat?" He would just go lay in it. I was like, "Okay."
Like I said, Terry, the technology is a lot easier than you think. Just look it up, read a little bit. That's all you need to do before you start something that big. It really isn't. Technology for it is not that bad. Yo, look who's on stream, and I do not have an intro for him. God damn it! I'll have to make one now. I've never had him on my show. Maybe once. Prometheus is on.
No, I
Yo!
don't think I've ever been there.
What up, buddy?
What up?
So cool to see you. How are you, man?
I'm wearing the same thing that I was wearing last night. We're up
Just
super
what
late.
this?
Yeah. I was doing this. Just kind of coloring and shit.
Okay.
I'm not a big drawer, but I love colors and that's like watercolor pencils, so I can just put the stuff
Nice.
down and kind of move it around with a pen. And I like wearing
I
it.
had a hell of a time with that because that's what I was doing. I
It's-
did art and
It's nice,
it,
but
yeah.
it's also kind of annoying.
Yes, it is.
But it's pencil, so I can actually take an eraser, and it's super forgiving.
Well, that's good.
I was using whiteout.
Okay.
It's terrible. I had a hard time with faces. That was my issue.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how long I've known What the Deuce for.
It's been a good while, man. We used to chat quite a bit.
Yeah, we were like, I think it was it more with Tricky?
Yeah, I think. Well,
Yeah.
actually, I think it was even before Tricky.
It probably was. I'd have to go through our games.
But I'm trying to remember how I got introduced to you. It was on a stream at some point, and it was
'Cause that was
probably an
around-
auction. But this was like,
Yeah,
God, it had to be like 4 or 5 years ago, probably.
I was around in like 2019 in the auction scene.
Yeah, I think so. It's been a while. It's been a good while.
It's weird because like COVID times were like really long.
Yeah.
So
Right.
everybody thinks I'm like an old guard, but I'm really
Yeah.
not. I've only been
Right.
around for like 5 years or whatever.
Yep.
But it was just because that time went by so fucking slow.
It did. I mean, everybody had nothing but time on their hands, you know?
True.
Yep.
Very true.
So yeah, there's a lot about. I was talking about this last night. There's people have such good memory in the comic book community that like I've told some like really personal stuff and people freaking remember it.
They do.
Right.
And I don't know how comfortable I am knowing that there's so many people that every time I type, they're like, "Oh, hey Kyle, how's your mom?" or "How's your
Right.
with your dad?" and stuff like that. I go, "Oh wow, that's like people are like caring," which is really cool.
Right.
But at least that's how I interpret it. That they take the time to like listen and like relate and like actually check in on each other. Like it's really cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was marveling at how organized your collection was and how you have everything so dialed in. I was like, dude, I would take me forever to do what you've done.
Well, I'll be real. Like it was when you see me disappear, it's like me going into like hyper organization mode, and it
Right.
took me like 6 months to do some of the stuff.
I believe
Right.
it.
'Cause I photograph everything.
Yep.
Right.
And then I put it into a document and I put it into a box. The box is labeled. I know everything that's in that box, but there's like over
Oh,
100.
isn't it?
There's over 100 boxes, and it's like
Right.
it gets overwhelming.
Yes.
Truly.
And I got tired of like, hey, do you have blah blah blah? And I go, heck if I know. Like,
Right.
I remember buying some Venom back in the day or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Right.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I just needed to get organized, but it took a lot of time, and I've always been like a slow shipper, so yeah.
Yeah, but you've always done me right every single time.
Yeah. What's it
I
called?
think I bought something for you too.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Even when you were going through a bunch of crazy, you held all the books. You had everything still dialed in, and it was perfect.
A while back, I think you did.
Did I send it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm in tune with how many people I need to send out, and you're not on that list.
It was all good.
Well, but my thing was like, I was just like, hold it, man. Just hold the stuff. And then when it's cool, we'll work it out. And that's exactly how it went.
There's a lot of people, because it's not like, I don't look at this as like a job. It's kind of like a hobby where we all kind of hang out and share experiences. I mean, look at any kind of show. We talk about what came out recently, The Penguin, Agatha. It's all about relating to each other. And I don't know, as long as you're not trying to screw somebody over, you can
exactly
take your time. Hey, what's up, Joe? Joe, you won the DC box on John Comics with Kids earlier.
Congratulations!
Oh, really? Nice.
Just so you know, you
the Evil Lair. You have to watch his Evil Lair shows.
Dude, he has he did a ring. I think it was 2 C3s ago.
Yeah.
And I ended up picking up the ring. It's a glow in the dark ring.
That's cool.
It's still holding up. Fair enough.
So I did watch another show, and I actually liked it. It was a little compared to the original, because I watched the original too. Salem's Lot, the new Salem's Lot.
Oh, really?
Not bad.
I didn't know there's a new one.
I didn't
bad. Yes, there's a brand new one, and you know what? The vampire creature in it. You know, I forget his name in the movie, in the show. It's by Stephen King.
Right.
Wow.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, the original scarred me as a kid.
They did a really good job. They kept with the original on certain things, but they really gave you jump scares in it. It's good.
So did they do the scene again where the kid's outside the second story window scratching? Dude, that's what.
And it's creepier.
Dude, it was so creepy. That's the scene that got me when I was a kid. I kept I'd make sure that the curtains were drawn tight and make sure my window was locked. You know what I mean?
Dude, so we're gonna have to share a HBO login with you at this point, because Salem's Lot is also on HBO.
Of course it is, naturally. Yeah, I got off HBO there for a minute, and I had Netflix and I had Disney Plus, but I just was like, okay, first of all, I'm not home. Second of all, I'm not watching all these channels all the time. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I would, pick and choose bits and pieces of what I wanted to watch.
So, to be honest, the only thing I actually subscribe to is HBO, Amazon, and Netflix. That's it.
I have Amazon, and that's literally all I have right now is Amazon. And I watch Tubi all the time because there's good stuff on Tubi all the time. But
well, 2 things, Deuce. The first one, you're in a community of endless opinions, and you can always have somebody telling you if something's good or not, so you can weed through kind of sort of things. And then secondly, pretty much everything's available online, even if you don't have the subscription, so you can probably find it somewhere.
True.
The quality might be low.
Yeah.
Right. Some of the stuff I just don't have interest in. I was trying to think. Somebody was everybody and their mother is talking about how bad the new Joker movie is.
Yeah,
the one with Lady Gaga. Yeah. And I'm curious because Evil's Comics is going to see it, and he loved the first movie. He loves Lady Gaga, and he loves musicals. So I'm curious to see what his take on it is.
Yeah,
that's kind of like the perfect storm for him, really, if you think about it.
I'm of the same kind of mantra. In fact, my friend is seeing Hamilton tomorrow, which is kind of cool.
Right.
But yeah, no, I love musicals. Don't see
Carlita's like, don't see it.
What if it's like, what
I'm
if
still
it's
gonna
like
see it.
good to other people, you know?
Yeah. 'Cause I'm sorry, I like the first
I like
one.
all of
Really
it,
like
too.
the first one because it goes to show you. Here's the thing. The reason I think people don't like it is because it's a reality check. Think about
Right.
the first Joker movie they did. What
Right.
is it about? Mental illness.
Mental health,
Right.
yeah, absolutely.
Period.
And
So
it's like dark.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, very.
It made me feel uncomfortable in like a good way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but I don't know. There's 3 people in the chat right now, and
I know. I see it.
33% of it doesn't like it.
Yeah, I'm curious what Rotten Tomatoes says.
Yeah.
I don't always agree with that, though. You know what I mean? I mean, there's plenty of
Right,
movies
I
that I
know.
like that a lot of people are just like terrible, you know?
Mhm.
And
Well, there's
I
a-
love the classic like B horror trauma.
Yeah.
Like I grew up on that shit. You know what I mean? And I love all that stuff. And it's terrible. None of it's, you know, fit for the screen, but I love every bit of that stuff, you know?
It's like
I know. I
in,
heard about the second one. They said apparently there's like a whole hour in a courtroom,
uh-huh.
and that's what really drove people crazy, I guess.
Slowed everything down. Okay.
Yes.
Just it's kind of like liking old Godzilla movies where they're in like the rubber suits and shit, and like
Oh
it's,
yeah,
like,
totally.
fighting.
Like the original Swamp Thing movie. It was. I mean, like it does not stand the test of time, but I still love that movie. You know?
Yeah.
I just seen it the other day. It's funny, dude. That's funny.
Like when he loses his arm, you can tell like the actor's arm is still like in his like on his side because it's like it's just so much bigger on the other part of his body because his arm's in there.
What?
And it's so obvious, but like I still love it, you know.
But Phil, let's think about this for a moment.
Dune was so good.
Dune was awesome. I cannot wait. I am really looking forward to the new Dune series that's coming on HBO Max, another HBO show. It has to do with the Jesuit sisters and
Interesting.
the rise to power.
Okay.
It looks really, really good. Yes. It needs to be slow. But think about this, Phil. Dune is a really hard movie to interpret on movie, especially on a canvas. Not what they put out. If you think about where the story arc is in the series, but if you look further, if you've read all the books and you really think about it for a moment, where they're kind of starting here, this is like a millennia, 5 millennia in before we get on the screen for Dune that could put on the screen. But if you look at all the stuff that's later on in the books, that's a hard interpretation to put on the screen. It'd be a challenge, but it's cool. I love Dune too. We all are Dune fans, I think.
You know what I started watching was the remake of the series V. You remember V, like the original '80s, like where Robert Englund kind of got his start?
Exactly, Phil. It's probably even longer than that because you had all of the tech wars going on Earth. Remember? You look at all that. There's a ton.
But I'm really liking I shouldn't say new. It's like
the new V.
It's not new. It's like 12 years old, but
remake. It was the remake, right?
Yeah, the remake with Marina Baccarin and I mean, dude, it's really, really cool. And it's interesting because it actually is still tackling issues that we're dealing with today. Like it's great. You know, with all the like the politics and the interesting way that they sort of sway people to do this or to do that or to gain their trust or to, you know, to gain their devotion. I mean, it's kind of frightening.
2010, right?
Huh?
That show was like somewhere around 2010, right?
2012, 2010, somewhere in there, yeah.
Okay. So
it's on Tubi.
10, 12 years go by and we're still dealing with the same tropes of a show.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because it's all still kind of poignant. It's all still actual stuff that's really going on.
And the cool thing too, Deuce, and if a lot of people in the community has never watched the original V, that's where Robert made his appearance.
Yeah, that's where he really blew up. Robert Englund did, before he became Freddy Krueger.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. Yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of stars show up in that. It's neat.
Yeah, that was an old 80s serial that we watched when we were younger, you know? It was good for the time. It doesn't hold up, but it was good.
No. Yeah.
The effects were terrible, but it's still fun.
I mean, aliens in the 80s, you can only go so far.
Right. I mean, there was no, green screens and, it was either stop motion or some dude in a suit.
Exactly.
That was pretty much it. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. You do have some classic makeup artists back in the day that were absolutely brilliant, whether it was Tom Savini or, whether it was like, Rick Baker or even some of the other guys that were doing like, I can't remember the guy who was such a specialist in the stop motion stuff, and even some of the classic, screen, all the classic Universal monsters, you know what I mean? Like all the makeup guys who did those things were unbelievable for the time, I mean, look at all the different looks that Bela Lugosi got and Lon Chaney and, you know what I mean? Like Boris Karloff. Look at all the different crazy looks they got out of Karloff. It's nuts.
Exactly.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
That's the original. Yeah.
Nice.
Was that Mark Singer? Isn't that who that was? The original?
Yeah.
I think he was the Beastmaster too.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, here's the flying saucer. Actually, that's not bad for 80s. Holy crap.
I mean, they definitely spent some money on it, but I'm saying, like, it doesn't hold up to like the stuff they can do now. Yeah.
Fair. I mean, there's no shadow
Right.
that it's casting.
Yeah.
Right.
But the acting's phenomenal because they have to pretend like it's there.
Right.
I love.
No, there's some quality actors for sure in that show.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'm trying to think what whose theory is saying here. What is this? Love?
Oh yeah, Diana.
Oh, the show Diana. Got it. Or there's a.
Which
You're
show?
talking about the character Diana, right?
Which show is he talking about?
I don't know. Please clarify. There was I was watching a show called Chaos. It was about Greek mythology. Holy crap, is it good? It's like modern age. Yeah. I kind of get into tidbits with Mark from Legion of Comics because I bet you do. I think his tastes are garbage.
Yep.
We both agreed that Chaos is really good. Oh no, I'm like dead serious. Like every time I comment, he's like, "I'm not participating. You're trying to troll," and I'm like,
he does that to me too. It's funny.
Does he really?
Yeah.
He has bad taste, but he has such a good way of explaining his bad taste that you can't.
Right.
Okay, from the show V. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Diana from the show V. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Theory. I didn't know who you're talking about. Gotcha.
But the new iteration of V is good. I recommend it.
All right, I'll definitely check that out. I haven't seen it.
And it's free.
Got it.
It was on ABC.
Yep. Back in the day, it was the original, yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, the rights are owned by WB. That's fun.
Yeah, there was I'm really looking forward to the new. I'm hoping that does some justice. I watched. Oh my god! Like, what are they doing? So I got to watch it for free. New Crow movie.
Oh, how do you think?
The new what movie?
Crow.
New Crow movie.
Oh.
Expectations were low. What was your?
Right.
Some of the the effects that they did in it, cool. Story was a little on the weekend. That's what I'm gonna say. I wasn't a fan of that. That's I guess you could say I like the original a lot better. Brandon,
yeah.
It's just me. But I gave it a shot.
Well, and that was such a different interpretation from James O'Barr stuff too,
Right.
But
Yeah.
Um,
And by the way, talking about that, Deuce, I hate October, or September into October, because it's the pre-order month. I'm always looking for new horror stuff, right?
Right.
Oh my God. O'Brien, is that his name? The guy who did Original Crow?
James O'Barr.
O'Barr. That's who I meant to say. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So he's actually rewriting the new Crow series that's coming out. So that would be part 2 of the Original Crow comic line that he did.
Yeah.
He's rewriting a second volume to it. Right
Like
now.
his next chapter.
Yeah, that he's writing. Exactly.
He wrote and illustrated all that stuff, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day. And that was all done independently too. Like, he wasn't on a major publisher either.
Exactly.
But it was an interesting story.
You guys need to watch Chaos.
Oh, definitely. We'll check that out.
It's on
because
Netflix.
You know what's coming out? You know what's
on
coming
Netflix?
out there?
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
I need to re-up my Netflix because I want to go back and watch all the Sandman stuff. I love Sandman.
Yes, but the other one that's good too, you guys, Ancient Apocalypse. Have you seen that?
Age of Apocalypse?
Ancient Apocalypse.
No.
Watch it. It's very interesting. It's very eye-opening. It'll blow your mind, some of the stuff that they show on it. They're coming out with the second series of it. I'm really looking forward to it. Look, I've seen it like twice. It's excellent.
Oh, it's also on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. It's a documentary piece. It's really good.
All right.
It's really good. You'll find it fascinating.
All those questions. Keanu Reeves?
What's that, bud?
Keanu Reeves makes an appearance? Oh, he's in the trailer for season 2. Is Keanu Reeves?
Yeah. Season 2.
And then one more thing about Chaos. Jeff Goldblum plays Zeus.
Oh, I've seen this. Why didn't I recognize the name? I love this Goldblum. Show. It's good.
He's he's a buffoon, and I don't know.
Now I know what you're talking about. It took me a minute. I'm like, God, why do I know this name?
Now you're making me want to go watch Earth Girls Are Easy again.
I'm going to be honest. It was so good.
With Damon Wayans and Jim Carrey and Goldblum and Gina Davis.
Oh my God, what a cast!
Right?
I'm such
and downtown Julie Brown from MTV, or no, not downtown. It's just Julie Brown from MTV, the redhead. She's in it too.
All right.
Speaking of more 80s absurdities,
Kyle.
Morning.
What up, buddy?
Buddy, good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Well, good morning for me.
Right.
It's still sort of morning for West Coast people.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's a day ahead of us, so.
I'm a day.
Yeah, Kyle lives in the future.
How you going?
How you doing, Kyle?
I'm all right. I'm waking up the old fog in the brain.
We got the Kyle and Kyle show going on here.
Buddy, what's up?
Yeah, 50% of this panel is named Kyle.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, big boy.
Wait, I'm looking at Earth Girls Are Easy. Damon Wayans is in it.
Yeah, Damon Wayans, Jeff Goldblum, Jim Carrey, Gina Davis, and Julie Brown are the ones I remember.
Yeah. Jeez.
It's a pretty absurd movie, but it's, you know.
Which one are you talking about, this?
Earth Girls Are Easy. It's not a porn movie, I promise.
No, I've seen it a long time ago.
It's not a porn movie, but it's just an old 80s campy, silly.
Kristen Chenoweth is in it.
There's a bunch of people in it.
Plays an extra.
Yep.
Kyle, how are you, buddy? What have you been up to?
I'm good, eh?
It's cool.
Good. I'm a bit under the weather.
This last song.
You did what now?
Last night.
Oh, no, you're cutting out.
No. We could. Your video is perfect. See your mouth moving, but the audio.
Right.
I need to talk about last night.
Yeah, I feel
world
like DJ Lynx was having some video issues. He was like,
Oh,
"No,
yeah.
it's on YouTube, man."
Talk
Is it
now,
me?
Kyle. There
Yeah.
we go. Much
What'd
better.
you do? What'd you do last night?
Yes.
We barbecue, had a few drinks. We did barbecue, the drink.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
It's still, we're still piecing together. Barbecue and drinks is
Sorry,
what we
Kyle.
heard.
Oh, okay.
How close is? I think it's just where your mic is. Where's your mic?
My phone. It's just
Oh, it's your phone. Okay, got it.
I come in peace? No, I don't think so.
I
it'll
come
be
in
good.
peace. Wasn't that Jean-Claude Van Damme? No. Yeah. No, not Jean-Claude. The other
I
one.
don't know.
No, the other one. I come in
No,
peace
but I'll
was
look it up.
the blonde. He played it in Rocky Balboa's movie.
Dolph
Who?
Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph
That's
Lundgren. Okay.
it. Isn't that Dolph Lundgren?
No, check it out,
Who is
Theory.
that? I know this movie. Theory's picking at the brain.
Yep,
Ancient
I'm looking it up.
Apocalypse.
I'm gonna look it up.
Cool. Alright, so I got V, the remake of V and Ancient Apocalypse.
Yeah, please watch that. Tell me what you think. I
And
want to
then
know what
I
you think.
recommended Chaos. So we have 3 recommendations.
Chaos
Right.
is excellent.
So shit
That's
to watch.
excellent. I enjoyed that. It was fun. Very
See,
fun.
that's why you show up here. You get recommendations and cool shit to watch.
Yeah, I mean, when you got downtime and it's like 1 a.m. and you can't sleep, you got to do something, right?
Or just in general, like playing in the background. I find myself like having stuff on. 'Cause I have
Right.
2 monitors, so like I'll have something on like over here, and then like
Yep.
my work is like right there.
Multitasking. I do the same thing.
Yeah. Unless it's something super. If it's really good, then I'm just fucked because I
Yep.
like it. I'm just like,
Right,
okay,
right. You're
this is
glued.
awesome.
It kind of depends. Like, if I want something in the background, it's something I've seen about 1 billion times,
There, yeah. I have a
Or I'll
Idiot-
throw on music all the time.
Idiocracy plays on the screen multiple times.
Right.
I love that movie.
I mean, there's so many movies that I know almost by heart because I've seen them so many times.
fair.
But anyway,
Big Trouble in Little China is one of those movies I've seen 1 billion times. I can almost quote it the whole thing front to back.
It's such a
And
good
then the other one like that is Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. I know
Oh,
that
yes.
movie almost backwards too.
that was a great movie too.
I know Zoolander backwards.
movie.
You really?
Yeah.
I could only stomach that movie one time.
So
One time.
stupid. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
I get it. No, I get it.
But it tickles every little kind of quirk that, like, I don't know. It's so dumb.
Sorry,
I
Tom.
can't get enough.
Yeah, I was getting more of a kind of a Game of Thrones kind of theme with the music.
I said Witcher. Like we're in like.
Yeah, Witcher
fucking
works too.
Skyrim
That works
then.
too.
Kyle's got it.
Yeah. I don't
So-
mind it.
Okay. I
Or
just
like
like to have
I'm in the Skyrim loading screen right now. and I'm
Right,
like,
yeah,
I
seriously.
haven't hit
Pretty
right
much.
now.
So the real cool one that I enjoyed this last month here, it's been interesting, is Marx vs. Monsters, the Universal Monsters comic.
Oh yeah,
That
from
is impressive.
Skybound.
This one here.
That Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, that's
Oh
cool.
yeah, I went to check that out. I didn't get that. I gotta go see if I can find one.
It's totally worth it, dudes. Don't miss out on this. This was excellent. I only bought the covers I liked,
Right.
and this is my favorite.
I haven't.
But I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, the art
Yeah.
on the inside is even as good as the outside,
Nice.
Wow.
which is really cool.
I'll be real with you. I haven't experienced that many good comics from Keenspot as a company. So
Yeah. But if you're a classic like Universal Horus fan,
okay.
it's got all those the way they did the story. It's kind of in little mini pieces in the book, so
Right.
he's telling multiple stories in it. But it's good. and the art on the inside is just as good as it was on the outside. You know how many we buy cover buys and the crap is on the inside just looks crappy. But
Skybound's doing some really cool books too with the Universal Monsters. They did a run on the Frankenstein monster, and they did a run on the Black Creature from Black Lagoon.
Publisher was Keen Spot.
Yeah, Keen Spot has. There's one really good Keen Spot book that I remember. It was about like time travel. But
you're talking about Time After Time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good series. I like that too. I think they're releasing a. Sorry, they're releasing a. I think one of the hardcovers or omnis of that. I think soon, or maybe it's just another trade.
Which one is that?
Toxic Avenger. Can't go wrong with Toxie. That's trauma, baby, all day long.
Phil was just saying that in the chat, and I did not know that. Interesting. Cool.
They did a Toxic Avenger comic years ago, and they did one with like the Toxic Crusaders.
Yep.
Which had Toxie in it too.
And that was another campy film too.
But I mean, that was all trauma. That was entirely their whole point was to make it campy and silly and gory and blow stuff up, and that was kind of their scene.
What were you saying, Kyle?
Yeah. Phil has like this like very like radio soothing voice.
He does.
And like same with Deuce up here. He has like a very like soothing like voice. I hate my voice. I think that I'm like super nasally and shit.
Thank you.
But there's so many people in the community that I just like have you guys on in the background, and I'm just like listening. Like if we can clip She-Man's laugh, and just like I would have that as my fucking like text message tone.
Your text message tone.
Oh, Ahoy Comics. That they do some serious comedy stuff. Yeah, there's one. Ahoy Comics did it's Penultiman, where it's this Superman character that is like he's like a superhero dropout, but he has like all the superhero powers of Superman. But he's like a failure, and he like sucks at it. And it's
really
that kind of reminds me of the Greatest American Hero.
Penultiman from Ahoy Comics is freaking hilarious.
Wow, really, Phil? Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna look up Monsters real fast, see if I have it on digital.
Wasn't Ahoy Comics, didn't they do like wasn't there like something they did with Edgar Allan Poe? Kind of part comedy, and then the art was kind of like, it reminded me of Harry Crumb art.
Really?
Back about 5-6 years ago. Yeah.
Maybe.
I was wondering if that was Ahoy Comics.
I don't remember that.
Cali Comics. The Second Coming is actually really good.
Second Coming?
Yeah, it's about Jesus. And he's like a washed up. It's really funny.
Okay, Kyle. All right.
I'm not seeing Monsters from Keen Spot. I got Monsters the trade paperback by Barry Windsor Smith.
This
can't go wrong with Barry Windsor Smith, man.
Yeah, Mark Spears. Put in Mark Spears. Monsters.
Spears, all right.
Mark Spears. Yeah. They'll come up then.
With a K or with a C?
Spears?
I think it's a K.
No, Mark. Is it?
Mark is with a K. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Scepter of Terror sounds good. Anything with terror in the name, I'm probably going to check out.
Yeah, the one that I pre-ordered too, dudes, was as you know, we're H.P. Lovecraft fans.
Oh yeah.
They came out with the Woman Called Cthulhu. I'm looking forward to seeing that, what that's all about.
Yeah.
I think the same publisher who did Gun Honey and a couple other ones, I think.
Was that AWA? I think.
I think so. And they also did the one I did like was about Oh,
Was it porcelain?
huh?
Did you like porcelain?
Porcelain was okay, but they did another one though. It was with the famous Tesla. It was
Oh yeah,
called
the girl who electrified Tesla. Yeah,
Girls Who Like. Yeah, I love that series. I
yeah, that was
really
cool.
enjoyed that. It's the same company who's doing that as well. So we'll see. We'll see. They had some bagged edition, I guess,
Right.
or something. But
I like AWA because they are very friendly with creators keeping their rights to their IP, which is pretty cool.
Yep, I agree. That's what a lot of the. I feel like a lot of the publishers, independent publishers, are doing that.
no,
You know.
Phil, I get you, buddy. I do. I totally understand, Phil.
Hard Case is the
Which is
girl
it?
who.
Sure,
Hard
show me.
Case is the publisher who did Girl Who Electrified Tesla.
Yeah.
I can't find posters anywhere. What? They have a J. Scott Campbell. Oh no, my camera's too. This camera's too lame. It won't pick it up. It's a J. Scott Campbell homage of Monsters, issue 1, cover G. It's
Okay.
you know where you have Mary Jane with the cup of coffee waiting for Spider-Man.
Right.
That kind of thing, but it's a vampire lady.
Oh, nice.
Waiting for, I don't know. It's done by Spears. It's his
Hey,
art.
Kyle Waka.
Yo,
Where did you pick up anything this week?
oh, Evan. Oh, I've got one thing. John, I'll let you know what's happened. I spilt my coffee.
Oh, damn.
Damn. And I
So lower your phone brightness.
No, it's literally my camera. It doesn't have autofocus. It's just a cheap webcam that I bought at Costco.
So I knocked my coffee just as I was talking to you, and all my coffee got coffee all over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, classic me music.
Good thing we put our comics in bags, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm drying them out. Now, luckily they're in a bag.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you are lucky.
So, right.
Yeah, because some of those issues would cost you.
Yeah.
That's why I turned my camera off so no one could see it.
It's when people are selling books and they drop them all on the floor.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything's fine. Everything works.
It was Panic Station. Oh no!
Right.
So I bought this a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah, show me some Star Wars.
But I bought the acrylic
That's cool.
That is cool.
for it off eBay, and I got it the other day. So,
Nice.
but it went missing. So it's been missing for like 3 weeks, this case.
Really?
Yeah, and then it turned up, and I messaged the guy on eBay, and he did an inquiry about it, and I found in the UK, sitting there, had been sitting there for like 3 weeks or whatever.
Wow.
It got released. I got it at 4 days, after it had been released from customs. So
Customs, really? Wow.
yeah, I was nervous.
What is this intergalactic paraphernalia?
Right.
He lives in New Zealand. They're pretty strict.
That's true.
They're very strict.
Audio.
Oh, cool.
Shiny.
The audio.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll listen to that. And,
Big Doctor Who fan as well.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. And this is the history of the novelized of the show.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how you liking the new Doctor Who?
I like it, sort of. Some of the writing's real good, and some of it, I don't know. I do like it. I don't. But yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I think it's good so far.
Yeah, I think.
But I hear you when you're talking about story, though.
Yeah, I I don't like that the Doctor doesn't have a set costume. He wears a different costume each episode. I'm not a fan of that. I'm a traditionalist when it comes to Doctor Who. The Doctor's got.
All that does is piss off the cosplayers. They have to
Yeah.
multiple outfits on the same.
I do like him as the Doctor. I think he's kind of cool.
Sure.
Yeah, but I'd like to see him wearing just quite like the brown leather jacket that he wore in the first couple of episodes. I'd like to see him wear. Yeah.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that. You're like, I'd like to see Doctor topless with.
So yeah, I like it. I've got to like it, or else it'll go. The show, it'll die.
Hell yeah.
Right. That's good.
What did I watch? I watched that Terminator Zero the other day. That was pretty good.
Okay.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Oh.
It's a nice alternative story.
I know. Apart from the Arnold Terminator.
Gotcha.
It's not a
Can you say the first part of that before you said Arnold Terminator?
there is ultimate. Yeah.
It's not just me, right?
You're cutting out again, Kyle.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. We want to know what you're saying, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like,
We do.
we're desperately
Well,
clinging on to what you're trying to say.
We're trying to piece it
What
together.
I'll
We
do-
almost need to put you in closed caption mode.
What I'm just going to leave the comment out and draw. I'm going comic book hunting today and toy hunting today. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try it.
Excuse me. Yeah, but I was pleasantly surprised, Deuce and Kyle, about how good the new brain part. We just mentioned it.
Terminator Zero.
No, that was good.
Yeah.
But I noticed how they kind of try to sneak in the original Terminator music a little bit.
Yep.
Right.
Just a little bit. That was cool.
Hang on.
Salem's Lot.
Oh, yeah, Salem's Lot.
Definitely watch that, Deuce. I think you'll enjoy it. You too, Kyle.
Oh, it's vampire. I'm definitely into it. I'll watch it.
Because they did an awesome job on his makeup.
Right.
And I'm trying to remember his name in the movie, in the show.
He looks like a classic Count Orlok,
Looks like, yes.
which is
Looks
the
like-
Nosferatu.
Exactly. Perfect.
Which we've talked about a lot. Which streaming thing is Salem's Lot on?
HBO Max.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, guys.
We have been kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I will say this. I want to get this off my chest. I'm really enjoying Agatha.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you.
I don't get what everybody's like up and about with their like.
That's
their-
the thing. That's the thing,
I
Kyle.
feel like everybody has their pants pulled up really high, and I'm just like, this
I
show is
know!
good. What are you talking about?
She's great. I think the actress that they picked for the role
Yeah.
is fantastic.
She was great in the
Yes.
WandaVision.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then
And everybody- Everybody, didn't really like that. I loved WandaVision. I thought it was great.
Snarky. She's a
WandaVision
real-
was amazing.
plays a
Absolutely.
really
just-
good bitch.
I think a lot of people just didn't get what WandaVision was. You know?
They did.
It's
Right.
a parody on every show that you've ever watched. Like every sitcom, there's I Love Lucy references. in
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
I loved it.
Dick Van Dyke.
yeah. Mary Tyler Moore.
Bewitched.
Yeah, Bewitched.
Bewitched.
What was that other one with the other? I Dream of Jeannie.
I Dream of Jeannie. Yeah, with Barbara Eden. Yeah,
Right, can you hear me now?
yeah,
Yes.
much better.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
we can
I'm
hear
on my
you.
I'm on my laptop now.
Yeah.
So, and in the lounge. So just
Sorry
that-
about that.
my collector's rings. There's a big stone wall next to on one side of the building. So I
Right.
think that's very my interest.
Phil, Phil, why don't you join us? Link is in the chat. If you want to join us, join us. Love
Yeah,
that.
Phil, I think you're right. Honestly, it is a lot of times the whiny people like, oh, this sucks and that sucks and blah blah blah.
Yeah. Gotta give
You're
it
not
a
wrong.
chance. Gotta give it a chance.
Well, and again, I just find it as entertainment. Like, I don't take anything at face value. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't walk in to see the first Iron Man movie that Marvel Studios put out thinking, oh, this is going to be just like, the comic books. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's such an iconic movie though, because it set up
It really is.
everything. Like it was
Yeah.
number one on the greatest MCU storytelling.
Well, and a lot of it had to do with Jon Favreau, who, honestly was the showrunner and like the whole thing and like did a lot of the writing for it too.
Yeah,
A lot of the stuff he's done, even the Mandalorian stuff he's done, has been really good.
Yeah, who knew Happy would be so influential to good storytelling in Marvel?
Right. Or who knew that, even going further back that, you are so money. You have no idea how money you are.
That reference went over my head. What's that?
You don't know that one?
I do not.
That's from, crap. He was in with Vince Vaughn. What's the name of that movie? It's gonna bug me. Swingers.
Yeah.
Swingers.
Ah, okay.
Swingers?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I know that.
Young Jon Favreau, Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
That reference.
He meets this chick at a bar and like he gets her number and he like calls her, and this is the funniest part of the movie. He calls her and he leaves her a message, and then he like screws up, so he calls back and leaves another message, and he screws that up, so he calls back and leaves her another message. And by the time he actually like listens to all this crap, she literally picks up the phone at one point because he's on like his 10th message. She goes, "Don't ever call me again," because he's nervous. He likes her and the whole thing, and he like keeps leaving her voicemails because voicemail was the thing then,
Right. Yep.
on her answering machine, I should say, at home, which is even funnier for a dated reference.
Yes.
Back in the day, and if the tape would screw up, you never know who called you. Remember?
Yeah.
Right. I used to have my old dudes. Talk about nerdum, right? I used to have one of those, remember the old little mini recorders for your answering machine?
Yeah.
I used to have mine set up because I was such a Star Trek geek. I still am, but I was really into like classic Star Trek and the movies.
Right.
And I actually, at one time, I used to know how to speak Klingon for a while.
Oh, did you?
That's funny.
That's
And
awesome.
I actually had on the answering machine, you could hear that dun, 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 dun.
Right.
The music from the Klingon soundtrack, when the
Right.
Klingons are coming in with their warships,
Right.
and it would like all
The
in
warbird.
Klingon, the welcome saying for Klingon, and yeah, I was a nerd. Leave a message. Hey, this is Robert. Leave a message.
That's
And
funny.
man, I got a lot of comments on that. People just leave a message just to listen to the freaking
Right.
soundtrack. Yeah, I
There's a
was a nerd.
warbird decloaking right in front of us. What are we gonna
I
do?
love that though, dude. Even watching the new Star Trek series has been really good. Discovery, I really enjoyed. It was a little taken out of context, but it was still good.
I liked some Star Trek I like and some Star Trek I don't. I'm kind of picky.
Me too. Like I was not. I watched the first season, for example, Deep Space Nine.
Yeah,
I
I
can
agree. Deep Space Nine I did not like.
Oh man,
I can't
really tried to like it, but it just wasn't working.
I love The Next Generation. I love the old originals because they're all super campy and and Nimoy's just so great in those.
I got these like 2 weeks ago for $12.
Nice.
Oh wow!
There you go.
There
you go.
The
Very
original
nice.
series on Blu-ray. You like?
Nice. Very nice.
And I
Yeah.
feel like Simon Pegg said it best. Every other Star Trek movie sucked. Or was it every third Star Trek movie sucked, I think.
What's your favorite Star Trek movie?
My favorites?
Yeah.
People are not going to agree with it, but my favorite was The Undiscovered Country with Christopher Plummer playing the Klingon. That was my favorite. Second favorite, hands down, and I'm you can call me a crybaby or whatever you want, but when Leonard Nimoy died in A Search for Spock.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
That whole scene was classic, and they've repeated that same scene.
Yeah.
Wrath of Khan for me.
Wrath of Khan, and then First Contact. First Contact, I love that movie.
See, there's too many.
Yeah. And then I like The Search for Spock. I love that movie.
Yeah,
and I love the
awesome.
Undiscovered Country.
And that, the head Klingon, the bad guy in that was he played in Taxi, Jim.
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
Christopher Lloyd played the bad guy in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like
he did
all
a
Star
great
Trek.
Klingon.
I just like it all, you know.
Yeah.
I even like Generations.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Always been a bigger Star Wars fan than a Star Trek fan myself. That's just me.
I'm a Whovian. That likes Trek, and I'm a part of the
I'm a psycho. You know the show Psych on USA Network?
Yeah.
I love all the 80s reference that they do, like the entire show.
Gotcha. I love Phil's comment here. Ferengi bucks need to be nuked from orbit.
Don't forget to nuke the Tribbles.
Sure. That's classic. I love it. Exactly.
Don't forget to nuke the Tribbles too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing about Deep Space Nine. I love that episode where they went back in time to the Tribbles episode, and that was fun. And interacting with Kirk and Spock and all that.
What's the new season we're waiting for on Star Trek?
Strange New World, isn't that coming?
That's been really, really good.
Oh, it's
really
amazing.
Good. I love it.
I'm not into musicals, but I even like that musical.
Yes, they did a good job. I'm shocked how good it was. I had my wife watch it and the queen watch it. I go, honey, you gotta watch this. She goes, what am I watching? I go, you're watching the first musical ever from Star Trek. And she's like, this is so cheesy. I go, yeah, but it's good.
The animated episode where they it was amazing.
That's not bad.
That was pretty fun. I just like how it's got elements of the original series in it.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. Yeah. But I'm loving the whole Captain Christopher Pike thing. I'm like eating that up.
Yeah.
Character.
Yeah, he is, and that we know what happens to him as well.
Of course.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, I know what happens to this guy. It's not good.
Yes, exactly. And you know it's coming.
Yeah, and it's coming because they're adding another character from the original series each season. They are at the moment.
What I really enjoyed, Kyle, too, which is cool, is you guys what they did to the original Goron.
Yeah.
The actual effects guys, I can't remember their names, but they redesigned the whole Goron look.
Yeah.
They look awesome.
They
more
do.
Menacing, more dangerous. I mean, remember the original Goron character looked like a big lizard stone creature fighting in slow motion against Kirk on a planet to make it look like he's really strong.
Right.
It's cheesy and fun at the same time to watch the reruns.
It reminds you of, what was it, the Hulk fighting the bear?
Right.
Or
it reminds you of $6 Million Man.
Right. Or the Bionic Woman.
Yes.
He picks up Andre the Giant as Bigfoot.
Classic.
I did like Picard season 3. That was amazing. Picard season 3
that was good.
Was like all your childhood fantasies all in one thing. You know, everything that was your childhood when it comes to the next generation.
Star Wars animated. Kyle.
Tales of the Jedi and Tales of the Empire.
Literally all of it. Star Wars.
Yeah, the Clone Wars, all that stuff is good.
Yes. I
Yeah.
totally
Then the
agree with you,
novels
Kyle.
are
Star Wars
totally
animated
like-
series is
The
excellent.
novels were really good too. I've read a bunch of those.
Yeah.
I'm like behind on the novels because there's so many, but it's so
It's almost impossible not to be behind on the novels.
And Kyle, did you realize when you watched the animated series, which is interesting, a lot of people never paid attention. You know how they do like the beginning credits,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they kind of tell you like a synopsis, sort of,
Yeah,
what the
it's a crawl.
story is about.
Yep.
Right in the beginning. A lot of people missed that and never paid
Mm.
attention to that. I was talking to some Star Wars fans about that, and they had to go back and watch that and go, "Oh my God, they were literally teaching you a lesson in every episode."
Right.
Yeah, absolutely,
Fantastic.
absolutely.
It was
Bad
so
Batch
good.
is really good too.
Yes.
With all the
Yep.
the
Agreed.
stormtroopers.
100%.
Not stormtroopers, clone troopers. Jesus.
Clone Troopers. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the next Star Wars TV show coming out?
I don't even know.
Well, Acolyte
Right.
2 got canceled because they were going to do more
Oh.
Acolyte. That all got
Oh,
canceled.
I didn't like
Oh.
Acolytes.
That was rough getting through.
I heard everybody and their mother
I
said that
watched
was
it,
bad.
and it was rough.
I
I like the whole. Just me. I did like the whole witches thing behind the show.
It was okay.
It
I
was
wouldn't
missing
say
some
it's good though.
No.
Right.
Like,
They
watch
made the Jedi's look weak. Like one guy,
Yes.
they were
Yeah.
supposed to be at the peak of their powers in that time, and
Right.
this one guy was killing them like they were nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I just thought, no, you
Kind of
you
playing
can't
with
do that.
they were kind of, the story was kind of playing with like, what's the word? When they're talking about their force powers,
Yeah,
how he was neglecting or negating that
yeah,
with using physical references.
yeah.
Of something with unpredictability, was throwing knives and stuff like that to actually kill him.
Yeah.
Interesting, but it didn't
Next
work.
thing we have is Star Wars Skeleton Crew.
Okay.
What is it?
Star Wars Skeleton Crew.
Oh, that's
And
the kids' day. They've got a trailer out for that, haven't they?
Yeah, and then next year is going to be Andor Season 2. And Andor is honestly one of my favorite.
I liked Andor.
I did too.
I liked it too.
Yeah,
The whole
it's,
prison
it's fucking good.
The whole prison episode
Very
part
good.
of the show was amazing. I was like,
Yes.
wow.
They had it was all segmented though.
Yes,
It was
I
like
enjoyed that very
part,
much.
then the prison, then the like. I loved it.
Exactly. Very
And
good.
I liked Ahsoka. I just thought Ahsoka was quite good.
I enjoyed
it.
that.
My favorite part of Ahsoka was when they're sitting in like the mouth, and they're like, "Where are we going?" They're like, "I don't know." I don't understand a
Inside
thing.
the
It's
whale
like-
creature.
yeah.
Yep.
We got in the freaking teleporting space whale, and we're just
Very,
like,
very cool.
"Where
Though.
take this?"
It explained a lot about Anakin and Darth
Yep.
Vader. Like,
Right.
you know, and it did it simply. You know, you didn't have to overthink it. It's just sort of like,
Exactly.
you know, he's got a split personality going on, and he can still be angry, or he can be trying to make him go to the light side. You know what I mean? It was
Sure.
quite good. It was quite good.
Agreed.
There's a bunch of stuff that was canceled.
I bet.
Yeah. New Republic is canceled.
Wow.
Well,
That new video game they put out,
Yeah.
that was. Oh.
There's a couple movies. Kevin Feige movie that was canceled. And then Mandalorian season 4
Wow.
out.
That's
And then-
canceled or coming out?
Coming out.
Okay.
And then Ahsoka season 2 is in development, and then Mandalorian and Grogu movie comes out in 2026.
Okay.
All these people with their Grogu obsessions.
Yeah, if you didn't want to be marketed towards, here's a show for you.
Right.
But yeah, Skeleton Crew looks interesting. Looks dark.
No objections to that.
No.
I hear the puppy bell.
my mate borrowed my New Mutants box and was reading it, and he gave it back to me the other day, and because I spilt the coffee on them, there was a random comic that he accidentally put in there, so I didn't know. I don't own this comic, so I do now. No, I'll tell him. Hey mate, you
put one of your Iron Man in there.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. Number 81. No, I haven't been buying much, but I'm going to the city today. I'm on holiday. I've got 5 days off work, so
nice.
I'm going to go. I'm going up to Christchurch in about 3 hours from there. Going to get the bus up. It's about an hour and a half away. And me and my brother, my mum and dad and my brother live up there, so I'm going to stay with my mum and dad, and me and my brother are going to go on a bit of a toy hunt and comic book hunt around Christchurch today and tomorrow, probably. Might do a bit of filming and make up a couple of shorts or videos. I don't know.
Hey, if you want to expand your reach, shorts are the way to go.
Yeah, I recently got a short that went over 10K.
Wow.
Because I did one on X-Men 97, my figurines, and used the X-Men hashtag X-Men 97, and that for some reason that short just went crazy. So I made the same short again to see if it would do it again. No.
It kind of depends. Kind of depends on what's hot and what's not. What people are engaged with,
I just think it was timing for me. I just was put it out at the right time, and it just I've never had. The most I'd had before that was over 1,000. I'd had that a couple of times on actual videos, but to get one over 10.
Not for nothing. What's your channel name so I can follow you?
The Uncanny Kyle Walker.
Okay. Why'd you choose Uncanny?
Because I'm a huge.
I'm being facetious.
Yeah.
Because you're what, 2 books away from completing the entire first X-Men run?
Yeah. So I've been around I'm celebrating 10 years on YouTube, but it's been on and off my YouTube. I've sort of had breaks. I go.
You like the color yellow? I can see that.
Yeah. So I've been around a while on YouTube. I've seen a lot of people come and go, but
I don't doubt that.
But I stay clear of the drama. I've always have, and I just have
which is a good thing.
Yeah, I've hung out with you guys a few times. I quite like coming on to your show, Robert.
Heck yeah, Kyle, anytime, you know that.
Yeah,
love seeing you.
When I decided to come down to New Zealand, I wound up moving there.
Well, you're always anybody's welcome if they decide to come over.
To get the grand tour of your museum, Kyle.
Right.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Kyle literally has a museum in his house. His collection is immaculate. From Doctor Who, everything from Doctor Who. I mean, amazing. It's like a museum.
Doctor Who, Judge Dredd, X-Men.
Judge Dredd,
yeah.
He's been collecting just as hard as anybody else has.
Yeah, since 1982, I've been collecting comics and toys and just
toy collection, everything. You just look.
Yeah.
He just pans his camera and you look, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere, but it's organized in sections.
Yeah, I've always been like that. I'm weird like that. Everything's got to be
impressive, Kyle.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm not criticizing. I don't know. All my stuff's in a storage unit, but it's very well organized.
I've seen pictures of the storage unit. It is immaculate. Like, it is dialed into the nth degree. It's crazy.
I have aisles that I walk down. Yeah. I'm not gonna say where I live because somebody will come and steal all my shit.
I know ballpark where you live, but I'm not going to disclose that either.
Fair enough.
Well, I'm never going to get to come over anyhow, probably, unless I win the lottery.
Fair enough.
But I'm like, I don't think there's many Kiwis on the comic book YouTube.
No, not really.
I'm quite
I
safe.
did,
Yeah, I think you're pretty safe down there.
I did a stint on Whack Comics for a while, where I was doing like guest appearances, where it was just me in the background doing like weirdo shit, and they were pretending like I wasn't there. Like literally understand that I'm a troll. I'm like seeking just like comedic, like parody, like kind of stuff. I love
like that.
You've done some really funny parody videos, actually.
Yes.
Fair. My favorite one was actually the used car salesman one that I did.
That was a good one.
I had to keep pausing and like laughing my ass off because it was just like so like it was scummy. Like
but it was over the top. That's what made it funny.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. We're all here to like share experiences and storytelling, so I think it's pretty fucking cool.
It is cool.
And everybody has their different likes. Like I'm not a big X-Men person, but like it's just because I haven't been exposed to like a lot of X-Men stuff.
Well, if you got exposed to the Claremont run when we got exposed to the Claremont run, you probably would like the X-Men more. Let's be honest.
That's true. Yeah, it might just be like a generational, or not a generational.
I mean,
thing,
even if you go back and read stuff like God Loves, Man Kills, some of those stories, I mean, just unbelievably cool, And Claremont too, his run with the New Mutants was amazing too. I mean, he
blown away by his storytelling about how he could tell a story of the teenagers and New Mutants.
Claremont was fantastic.
And then the new X-Men, like when he came into the comic and he told the story of Colossus and Storm and Thunderbird, and I just think it's great. It's great stuff.
I feel like Kyle's pouring his drink. I love it. What are you drinking, Kyle?
That looks like beer. You've got a growler.
What is that, Kyle?
I put water in my growler because I like to water down my apple juice.
Gotcha.
Okay.
What I was drinking was some nice whiskey.
There you go.
Nice.
Buchanan's, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I was eating tequila jelly shots last night.
Oh Lord!
I'll catch up to you.
That's what you were trying to tell us earlier in the show.
Yeah, I'm a bit under the weather at the moment, but I've got to get myself together because in 3 hours I've got to get on a bus and go on a road trip to Christchurch. So.
Nice.
All right.
I live in a wee rural town in the South Island of New Zealand, so there's nothing where I live, just a wee.
That's good though.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Yep. That's why I live on middle of nowhere as well.
I've got a golf course just over the road from where I live, and the river is like 5 minutes away. And
nice.
So, yeah.
You do any fishing?
I used to. I used to do a bit of eeling.
Really?
Have a good one, Lion. Thank you, buddy.
Yep. DLC.
I'm gonna head out. One of my favorite shows is on right now in the comic community. If anybody's familiar with it, Cover Slingers.
Oh, is that on right now?
Yeah.
I have to touch that.
It's so funny because they just like talk shit to each other the entire time.
The whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on right now.
Matilda's on there.
Are they coming out right now?
Yeah, they're in round 2, and I love giving them shit the entire time. What's up, DLC?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, and then if you're following Comics Curing Cancer, it's Only Slabs is what's going on in the schedule right now.
Right.
I'm gonna be hanging out in Cover Slingers because something about that show just
is good. It's been a minute. It's a great show. All right, guys, we're gonna call it. Thank you so much for being here with us. Appreciate it. Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Russell.
Really, really nice having you today. Oh my goodness. Really? We just like.
I love the music. The
Just
music
hanging out,
was
man.
so good.
Thanks.
It was cool.
Cool.
We're gonna do the live backstage now.
Right.
All right.
She-Man's having issues, though.
I'm having issues. Yeah.
I'm hearing you click like 30 times to accomplish one goal.
He's like, where's the damn thing, man?
Sorry, guys. All right.
Yeah.
All good.
Adios. We'll see you on the next
All right,
Dirty
bro.
Collective. I want to catch cover slingers. You guys, thank you so much. And everybody in the community that showed up today, really appreciate it. Much love. So until next time, another Dirty Collective next Saturday at noon. And peace, love, blessed be. Adios.
You guys are almost